What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. It is actually a pretty nice day. An official weather report is high of 45 today, so mid-January. I will take that. But anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great day. We are gonna pull the second gen out of the shop. She's just sitting in there, just covered up, looking all good. But we're gonna be installing some parts today on the second gen. So let's get this sucker fired up. Let's get him in the shop, and we'll go over what we're gonna be installing. Truck is in the shop. Now, before we get to tell you what we are going to be installing today, because we have a ton of parts for the second gen that we need to get put on here. If you guys have been following the second gen build, there is still some big stuff. So today we're going to knock out one of them. But before we do, and before Silent Mike over there gets busy, it's mail time, boys, because the P.O. box is always down in the description, and we have gotten a couple things in the P.O. box, none of which are for me. They are both addressed to Silent Mike. Hey, turn your mic on and come over here. I want to see what's in these things, and I know so do you. So, again, we've shaken them a little bit. We don't think that they're monsters, so besides monsters, I'm not sure what could possibly be in here. But you've got some fan mail there. Say hello. Boop boop. Turn your mic on. You got to tell everybody who it's from.
BZ.
BZ.
BZ out of California.
Hey, maybe it's a check. Maybe it's some money. How is your heart beating? Trust me, I'm a ninja. Okay. All right, sticker pack. Should we put this? Is this fridge worthy or no?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's definitely going on your roll cart. You've got some interesting stickers over there on your roll cart.
They're not family channels.
What's the name of the? Oh, candy.
Oh.
So besides monsters,
It's really.
oh, they're watching. They're watching out for you. You know.
Yeah, man. That's
Who's that
great.
from?
Oh yeah, that's from.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Is there a note in there?
In here?
No, like, is there an Amazon note?
No.
We apologize, guys. Sometimes we don't know, like, who this, like, especially if it's Amazon. So, big
Why
thing.
are you eating my Skittles, bro?
I was just seeing if there's a note in there. I mean, oh, look, they got they're like little packs, so you can really monitor yourself.
100 calories.
So, monsters and sour candy. I don't think, are those the sour version? Oh, they're wild berry.
They're great.
All right, we can get to the video now, but we have been waiting to open those up. But a huge thank you, as always, if you guys sending us out the goods. Right here is what we have been waiting for and are going to be installing on the second gen. Guys over at Fluidampr got us set up with one of their SFI approved fluid dampers. I will put a link to another video up here. We went over a very detailed install on the 08. This one's going to be a little bit different, so we're going to go over some details on it. But the engine damper on, I'm looking for a light over here. The engine damper on the second gen has seen way better days. We'll get the old one off and I'll put them side by side. So we're gonna jump right into kind of getting the old one off first before we go over the new one. That way you guys can see side by side. A little bit different. We're gonna do this with it in the truck. You guys remember on the 08, we had the whole front end apart. So a little bit more challenging, but before we put our engine fans on and make it even more difficult, we are gonna pop off this old damper and we'll go from there. How you doing over there, Wildberry?
Great now.
The whole key before you start taking some bolts off is you want to make sure the engine is not going to, I would say, turn over. So we got the cheater method, right?
First gear.
first gear. That way we can actually take the bolts off. We were just discussing it. First step, obviously, we were gonna try and loosen the bolts down in there. We were gonna technically leave the belt on to get a little bit more, what would you call that? To try to not to get it to turn over. That's the biggest thing when you're tightening and loosening with that stuff. It's gonna try and turn the engine over as you go to loosen and tighten. So we happen to have a manual transmission, which should help us quite a bit. And then we don't have to rely on the belt and all that stuff. So here we go.
Oh wait, not first, the other one. 5th or 6th.
Hey, in Ninja we trust. If you're not worried, I'm not worried. I wonder if that's where that came from. I'm not worried unless Silent Mike is worried. Balancer removed. Big check on that. Sitting over there next to our new beautiful fluid damper. Hey Michael, guess what I forgot? I forgot that I already had this balancer off once when I was doing the engine. I forgot. That's why there is a lot of red Loctite on the factory damper, because I forgot that I had already had it off. Or should I call you Ninja? Ninja's over here doing ninja welding things on the race truck while we're over here with the second gen. So anyway, let's take a look at the old one and our new fluid damper and some of the big differences between the two and why you need to upgrade. All right, guys, so here is the factory piece of junk that we pulled off here. As you can see, it has seen better days. The rubber that the factory stuff uses is all broken down. You can kind of see it is pushing out. Some even worse than this. I've seen ones way worse than this, but this is no good. When you start seeing cracks and this rubber start pushing out, especially, it's hard to tell on the backside when it's on the truck. But again, this is no good. This is going to cause problems. So the fluid damper that we're replacing it with, far superior. And again, go ahead, click that link over there to my other video. We went really in depth, but basically there is silicone fluid inside of here that self-tunes, and this piece will never ever have to be replaced. It is SFI rated. It is basically, in a very short way, if I can explain it, what we do to these trucks, right? So what we do to these trucks, you know, we take their factory application, their RPM, the way their engines are, and we change everything about them. We change the fuel, we change the air, we change all of the harmonics inside of it. And this piece right here is just not made for any of that. This piece right here, just made for performance, made to handle all types of different torsional vibration and harmonics. This is going to do a much better job of making sure everything is happy, smooth, and can handle the higher RPM and all the abuse that we put these things through. So this piece, and again, SFI rated, you guys need this stuff if you're going to be doing any type of competition stuff. And on top of that, we're going to be pairing it with the full power package, which gives us this basically sandwiching it right to the crank. So this baby does not go anywhere, with some good high quality bolts and their friction washer that goes to the crank right to the back of here. And again, this is just the beast setup. If you guys are doing a build and taking stuff apart on the front, you are going to want to go back with a fluid damper. Don't go the cheap route and put this baby back on here like I did in the first place. I don't even know why I did that. And again, you can see all the Loctite that we use. We're going to be using some red Loctite, but put this thing off to the side, throw that thing in the trash, go get yourself a fluid damper. It is going to make your engine way smoother and way happier long term. Whoa, whoa, you all right over there? Ninja, Jimmy, whatever your name is. So we're going to go ahead and install this. And again, this is a little bit different than the common rail one. There's no tone ring or anything on this one, but same basic principle, bolt on, bolt off. Make sure you guys follow the instructions. And again, the full power kit will definitely help you, and especially if you want to add some dowel pins to it as well. I don't think we're going to be really turning the RPM and the power that our common rails make, but we still want to show the VP engine, little VP that could over here, some love. So again, if you guys want more technical specifics, I will link Fluidampr's channel down below, some information, and then go watch my other video because we actually went into a little bit further detail on all of the specifics. But again, I would not, we run Fluidamprs on every single engine that is in here. Look, like the one just sitting right over here, ready to be put in, boom, Fluidamp on the first gen. We've got about million other trucks outside, all Fluidampr. This is the last one in the stable that does not have one. So we're about to take care of that. So again, if you're doing a build, make sure this is on your list. 10 out of 10 recommend it. Okay, and here we go, right here. This is a big deal. Made in the USA. All right, let's get to installation. We're gonna do a little checkup. Shout out to my man Jordan. Got another 6-7 block just chilling out here. What are we doing over here, Michael?
Putting end lengths together.
Throwing things across the... Michael's been welding. Like I said, no visual progress other than, you know, just laying those dimes down. Woo! Want to make sure of before you start installing bolts and all of that, make sure you clean out the threads on the crank. Make sure everything is clean, especially the face of that before you put that washer in there. Cleanliness, tidiness, make sure everything is clean. So this is not a, this is just a, they call this a repair. It's not
thread chaser.
Thread chaser. We're not actually retapping anything. We're just chasing the threads to get out all of the previous Loctite. Correct?
12.1.25.
Nice. Hit them with those specs, baby. But again, not needed. You know, get some brake clean in there, blow it out. Step number 2 after chasing your threads of your crank. Grab yourself a monster. Over here laughing, having a good time. I'm giving Michael crap about this. If you know what you want to send in the PO box about a whole pallet's worth of this copper-based anti-seize, because I'm pretty sure you sleep with one by your bed just in case, right?
Under my pillow.
So go ahead. I was like, man, what are you putting at the, you know? And then of course, you know, getting backed up by the official Fluidampr instructions.
Instructions: coat, crankshaft, snout, and damper bore with anti-seize.
All right. Well, we're going to do that, and then we're going to take our friction washer, and our friction washer is going to go right here. Beautiful, just like that. I refer everything back to TikTok. Guys taking diesel soot and like doing the Simba like this. Oh. I'm gonna do that with you.
No, you're not.
Step 4, after installing your new Fluidampr, here we have your factory piece of junk. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so we have pretty much wrapped up the installation on the Fluidampr in the truck. Let's go over here quickly. Put your special washer against your crank. Then you put your damper on with your anti-seized snout. Go ahead and put the torque plate, which also doubles as a barring tool, which is really nice. And go ahead and torque those babies down. Again, we use red Loctite because we don't ever want to have that thing come flying off. That's not a good thing. So got the full power kit, upgraded bolts, got that in there, and we just got to put our belt back on, our non-AC belt, which Michael is very unfond of. You know, why do you got to take air conditioning off everything you own?
Very fond of that.
Well,
Why am I doing this? I don't know these non-AC things.
yeah, bunch of garbage. Bunch of garbage. Come on. Big Mike on TikTok. Come on. Those green belts, because I get this question all the time. Green belts are heavy duty belts from Napa. I don't know exactly what they're called other than heavy duty green belts. Last step, green belt back on. I'm gonna fire it up, make sure everything is A-okay. All right, and just like that, you are done with your Fluidampr install. That really wasn't too bad in the truck. All right, now we just need to move on to our next upgrade. No fan, no problem.
No fans, no problems.
Kind of like you, no fan. I mean, what? Oh, these fans, got it. You know, what is you know, hanging out with your guy friends if you don't make fun of each other? You know, the amount of ripping that me and Mike do on each other, Michael do on each other, it's getting pretty bad. He's been telling me I need a haircut. I need to, you know.
Yeah, all these dad jokes. What?
What? All right, guys, that is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. We have got parts for this thing for days, but we're gonna try and do them one at a time, get these videos out to you guys. It's easier for us to kind of do these one video installs, get them up hopefully daily for you guys, get back on that schedule. But that's pretty much it. Go check out all of the links down below for Fluidampr. Totally necessary for any build that you are gonna be planning on making some RPM, making some power, even just a factory truck. Even Michael's got the, you know, most factory dually out there, and that thing even has a Fluidampr on it. So anyway, that's it. Love you guys. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. See ya. Oh yeah. Make sure we save that. That's a good fridge sticker. Oh yeah. We still gotta sort out our fridge stickers. We need to get the layout down, but Fluidampr sticker definitely going on the old fridge there for sure.